So, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Pixi again, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Pixi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever happy you're doing right now and you're watching this. I hope you're doing it fabulously and safely and taking care of yourself and your loved ones. And tonight I'm doing another eat a bag. Surprise! Oh my gosh, I've never done one of these before. But if you don't know what an eat a bag is, I'll just leave cards up above. These bags are supposed to be like just a mishmash of a fandom, or basically whatever you like. Most of mine have turned out really random, but that's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about stuff you love. Like, some people do anime, some people do Harry Potter, some people just do their Disney pins. That was my first eat a bag. And the next one I did was just like this chaotic, because it's me. So they originated in Japan, and now they're becoming more popular for pin collectors and just people who want to show off their collection without risking things falling off. So they have the clear insert, and these, I showed this in my last haul, but this is the one I'm going to be doing today. I don't know if it has a specific theme or not, but you can see that when you open it up, I love these colors by the way, the pink and the holographic green, there's a pocket right here, so you can either make an insert or you can attach stuff directly to it. I'm going to do an insert tonight, and yeah, so if anything falls off, it just falls to the bottom, but the more stuff you add, the heavier it does get, but they're just fun to make, and this one is really unique. I love these colors together, and I love anything holographic. So I don't know if it's going to have a theme, but what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of pin jackets that I decorated, but I very rarely wear them because it's hot in Florida. So tonight I'm going to take the pins off of these jackets, some of the pins, and decide which ones I want on my new eat a bag, and we'll just see where it takes us. So let me show you the jackets. But I just never reach for these jackets, so I want to use the pins. Like, there's the back that I studded and glitter on. But here's the front, so there's just all these pins and patches. So I'm going to take stuff off of this jacket. And I did crystals right here, and like these little pins from like Loot Crate and just various places, some rainbows. So there's one jacket. And then I have this black one. I love the back of this. I did the fairy patch and lace and just studded all around it, and then I did have a bow here, but I couldn't decide which bow I wanted, so I took it off. And wow, this jacket is dusty. And I just have various vintage pins on this one, like vintage brooches, and I studded these little fake pocket things. But yeah, these jackets are really fun, but I just don't reach for them, and it's just too hot to wear these all the time in Florida. Here we are. It's already in the 90s here in April. And the last jacket I'm going to take pins off of is this one. Get those out of the way. I also studded the pockets. This is a more lightweight jacket shirt type thing. It has 3/4 sleeves, and I did a lace up back with safety pins, but I might wear this one more often because it's not as hot to wear, because it's that light denim like shirt material, if that makes sense. Like, it's not denim, but yeah, we'll see what pins I want to take off and put on this eat a bag, and maybe it'll have some sort of a theme, but I doubt it, because every time I'm like, I'm gonna theme this bag, it just becomes chaotic, and I love it that way. So we'll get started. I'm gonna move you to the floor and see what we come up with. Yay! Anyway, I'll talk to you in a minute. Awkward, bye. Okay, so we are on my messy floor. I apologize for the weird angle, but my camera doesn't allow me to like really, yeah, you normally sit on a pile of books. But I took the insert out of my first eat a bag because they're the exact same bag, just in different colors. So for my insert, I'm going to use this, which was my Disney pin bag. And I chose this fabric, which is Tinkerbell, and I haven't decided if it's going to be too busy or not for the pins and such. so I might change the insert later, but someone in my last video suggested a Tinkerbell themed bag, but I figured the fabric would be a good nod to it because I don't have a lot of Tinkerbell stuff right now, and I believe Tinkerbell is, yeah, she's already on this bag, which I could swap her out, but I kind of like the way these pins were situated on the other bag. So, because this one is specifically Disney. If you didn't see my other videos, I'll leave a card. But yeah, so I'm just going to trace this insert onto the fabric with a couple inches to like glue it. I used foam board for this one and just kind of wrapped it around kind of haphazardly. And for the cardboard, for the insert, I'm using this giant cereal box. It was a 3-pack, so I can get a couple of inserts out of this. It's not too thick to put your stuff through the cardboard, but it's also not so flimsy that it'll fold on itself in the bag. So I feel like cardboard, like cereal box cardboard, is the perfect width. Like, oh my god, I'm running out of room. This first cardboard I used was a regular like shipping box, but some of the backs on the pins didn't stay because the cardboard's too thick. Like, it works for what this pin bag is, but I like to be able to like put the backs on them so they stay on instead of scratching the inside of the bag. You can see how many pins are sticking through it and the backs didn't stay on. So that's what we're gonna do. Since I already have the template with this one, I'm just gonna trace the fabric and the cardboard using this as my pattern for the insert. Yay! Hopefully I like the Tinkerbell fabric. I can always make another insert later if I'm not happy with it. I think it'll look okay. Is it too busy? I don't know. We shall decide when I'm done with this. This is the hardest part of an Eda bag, is picking your fabric and doing the insert. So, and I really apologize for the fan. The box fan is running in the next room, so hopefully it's not as loud as I think it is. But yay! Let's do this. Yay! I really feel like I was wearing the same pants the last time I did an Eda bag, but here we are. Sorry. And I'm not matching because it's like 3 in the morning. So here's the original insert for my Disney pin bag, and I'm just laying it on the cardboard the best I can. There will be a slight crease, but it'll straighten out, I think, once the pins are on it. So, a little pencil. And yeah, we're just gonna trace it. Yeah, once you've made a couple of Eda bags, the inserts get easier and easier because then you have like a template. And this pencil is barely showing up. But I just need the guidelines. Again, I'm really sorry that you can hear that fan. So, yay. I don't need this anymore until I do the fabric. So, we're going to take our craft scissors, not our fabric scissors, and do this. I'm going to get rid of these flaps so it's easier to pick up. And the lines are really, really faint. You can't even see them on camera. I'm just cutting along the lines. With Eda bags, for the inserts, practice makes perfect, and it's a lot of trial and error to find out what works for you. My really chaotic Eda bag, the purple one, and there's my phone, I forgot to put it on silent. I used the cereal box, and my Disney pin one that we're using the template for was a regular shipping box, which was too thick. So people use different materials. Some people put their inserts directly on, like their pins directly on the fabric in the bag, but if you're like me and change your mind a lot, it's just good to have an insert so you can pull it out and change it if you want. So yay, here's the insert, and I'll test it on the bag. Perfect fit. Almost perfect. You can see a little bit, but once it's covered in fabric, you won't be able to notice. So, that's awesome. And I'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to adjust the camera because instead of staring at my legs, this is a little bit better. So I just took my insert and laid it on top of the wrong side of the fabric, and I'm not even going to try to trace it. I'm just going to cut like an inch around each side and then we'll glue it in place. I already have my hot glue gun heating because I have a low temp, so it takes forever. So I've actually plugged this in before I started recording and it's plenty hot now, but I just hate waiting for it to heat up. I need a better hot glue gun. I hate hot glue, and I probably say this in like every eat a bag video ever. So here are my fabric scissors. I hate getting them mixed up. Don't use these for anything but fabric because otherwise they will dull faster. You should have 2 pairs of scissors. If you do DIYs, you need something to cut cardboard and paper with, or like craft stuff, and you need 1 pair of good fabric scissors. You don't have to get these by Ginger, they're really expensive, but even Fisker's makes a good sewing scissor if you're on a budget. I have both. It's just your preference. But I'm just gonna cut. I really hope this fabric isn't too busy, but it'll be fine. At least until I find something else I like. I want to make like multiple inserts for all of my different bags, and just like depending on my mood, switch them out. But they're just so much fun to make. So I'm gonna put the good side, whatever, of cardboard face down, like the way I had it, and I'm just gonna glue and cut all the way around. So that way it has a smooth finish and you don't see any cardboard. So I'm kind of limited in my space right now because I don't have an extension cord. And yeah, sorry about earlier, my husband woke up and I was making sure I wasn't waking him up. But yeah, glue gun, fabric, cut as you go. And I already need a new glue stick. So there we go. And then I'm gonna fold and press down really tightly. So there's one side and it's all smooth. And then I'm gonna do the other long side and then cut slits and then do the top and bottom. You can use whatever you want. I've seen people paint their cardboard inserts. I used, excuse me, losing my voice, allergies, pollen. I used craft foam for my Disney one. I found a stick-on glittery one. But I have been using fabric for my more recent eat-a-bag. The purple crazy insanity one. There we go. Almost there. And yeah, like I said, with the weight of the pins, this crease will eventually straighten itself out because the bag will help support it. So, and if I fold these down, there's going to be bulk right here, and that's why I like to kind of trim it down. Like do these little slits, and then I think I'm going to trim as much as I can so it's not too bulky. Yay, scrap fabric for the squirrels in their nests. I've been planning these bags of like nesting material for birds and squirrels to leave in my garden, and I got the idea, like I'm just rambling now while I do this, I got the idea to do that because my mom has porch pillows and the squirrels have just been like going crazy pulling the stuffing out, so it gave me an idea to use like fabric scraps and leave them out for the squirrels to detract them from using her pillows as nesting material. Like one pillow just has a straight up hole chewed out of it, and I think they're just taking the stuffing because it's spring for their little nests, for their little baby squirrels. So I was wondering if they would actually use like bits of fabric like this in like a basket. I don't know. I thought it was a cute idea and a good way to utilize like scrap fabric and packaging from Amazon and like tissue paper and stuff. But we shall see. I might do that in a vlog. So now we have almost all of the ends down. Yay! So it looks ugly on this side, but it's nice and smooth and pretty on that side. And I'm gonna snip these corners again for the bulk. And yeah, that way it's not so much room taking up the back of the insert, so it doesn't get all like crumply. And look at that, we have an insert. It's perfect, I think. So where's the bag? Keep losing the bag. And then we just, bam, I kind of love it. I'm really excited about this. So, yay, look at that. I don't even know why I'm showing you the back of the bag. Nothing changed. But yeah, I love how her dress matches this green. So, and the glitter, like it looks like pixie dust now. I love it. So I'm going to take some pins off of these jackets and decorate it the way I want to. And I will see you in a minute and show you the final result. Yay, look at that. I'm so happy. I was really unsure about this fabric, but once it was in the bag, I'm like in love with it and it's a perfect fit. Yeah, like it's just, oof. Yay, that was like the hardest part of this. Now you get to have fun and add your pins and patches and dangly bits, whatever you want. So I'll show you mine. I'll see you in a couple minutes. Hello again. Okay, so we are back and I'm definitely not finished with this bag, but I didn't have as many pins as I thought I did on these jackets that I wanted on a bag. So the rest will rest on the jackets and go back into my closet. But I was really sad because this pin, I don't think so, in the little comic talk bubble, totally snapped off. So I don't know if epoxy will fix that or if I'll have to like hot glue it to something. Like I might just hot glue the flat part in the bag, but I was really disappointed that that broke. But here's the bag. I'm thinking about, I don't have any keychains for it either because it's 3 in the morning and I don't feel like digging around anymore. But I wanted to like at least start this bag. I was thinking about putting a trim around the heart and adding keychains, of course. But this is it so far. I'm very content with it for now. Like I'll tweak it here and there. I kind of mess around with all my bags all the time and like move things from one bag to the other, you know. But the insert is a little off. And like I said, nobody's gonna be looking that close at it. So this is it so far. The theme is just kind of kawaii. There's a lot of birds and nature. And I'll pull it out so I can actually show you the pins that I chose. Okay. So it's kind of whimsical, but again, like it doesn't really have a theme. And for the 2 regular pins, like I just kind of bent it and curved the back inwards. But we have a little hummingbird here, Antique Avon, and then another hummingbird from Wet n Wild, their Flight of Fancy makeup set. The rainbow that says over it, the Live Long and Prosper. We have Transformers, more birds, an owl brooch. This is a vintage, like rhinestoney. Just the rainbows. There's Garfield, he's vintage. I think that pin is from 1982 or something. This peace sign right here with the earth is from Avon. I have another one of these lying around somewhere. Let's see, that one moved. The seahorse is also vintage Avon, and then it says F you, I do what I want, in like flowery rainbow pastel. And then these pins are from Pretty Pastel Please. I loved her pin collection. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and of course this little anime warrior video game chick from Loot Crate. I used to do Loot Crate a lot. I think that's where the Transformers and the Live Long and Prosper are from. And then my sister gave me this cat pin, and I think Heather gave me the Over It pin, or we both got it or something. But yeah, yay. I have a SpongeBob pin somewhere that I want to put on here, but I couldn't find it. And he's holding the rainbow and it says F off. Beep. But it's a really cute pin. I don't know where it is right now. But when I find it, I'll add it to it. So I'm pretty happy with this insert so far. And as you know, like as I get more pins or if I buy something new, I will add to the bags as I go. And it's so snug. So yay. That is the bag. And like I said, I'm gonna get some keychains and add them to like the little loops on the back. And I'll tweak it here and there, add more pins, take away, but I think a nice trim around this heart would add a lot to it. I've seen a couple people do that to their own Ita bags and just hot glue it, so you can just, if you don't like the trim, you can just pull it off gently so it doesn't affect the material. That's why I only use hot glue on these, so they're easy to change. But I just noticed that these bottom pins are kind of blocked by the heart, but I'll just mess around with it. So there is your quick Ita bag at 2 or 3 in the morning. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. Thank you for joining me at my little YouTube journey. If you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them down below. And yeah, I hope you're doing fabulously, drinking your champagne or your tea, not the bad tea because we don't do drama here. Wear what you want if it makes you happy because it doesn't hurt anybody else. Be yourself. That's what this whole channel is about, and I will talk to you very, very soon. I love you all so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Pixi out. Awkward. Bye.